Haga Ein Mashikos Al Pasuk Tefוח Batzia Yar. Concerning this idea that Chakal Tefufin Kadishin is Malchus. Look what's brought in the Mamer on Shirashirim, like an apple in the trees of the woods. The Bamidbar Basuf Parshas Bo Parshiyot Zayin Amru. In Bamidbar it says on this Ketapuach Ze HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Like an apple, this refers to the Holy One, blessed be He. V'hainu shatiferes nikrat tapuach. That is, that the midah of tiferes is called the apple. Ubepardes. So the chakal would be the malchus of the nehi. And the tefufin is chagas, and Kadishin is the Chabad Alpi Kavanasari. But here Medrash Rabbah brings that Kadosh Baruch Hu, which corresponds with Tiferes, is Tapuach, but by part is Tapuach because of the Tapuchim Nikra Netzach V'Hod. In Pardes it says Tapuchim, that the apples are Netzach and Hod. Then there's a difference between one apple, singular tapuach, with tapuchim in the plural. And by this, when it talks about the field, the chakal, it says Parshas Toldos. Malchus is Sadeh Shel Tapuchim. In Zohar Toldos it says that Malchus is the field of apples. Vatam ki nekras Sadeh, and the reason is because Malchus is called the field. V'chol tapuchim shehem ha'avos, and all of the apples which are the fathers, Nishbayim aleh ad ganashono, give flow to it. And that's the end quote. So perhaps that implies the Tepuchim are chagas. Even in the plural, not just netzachod, even according to the pardes. And this is similar to the pasuk that a man is the tree of the field. That the supernal man, which is Zav Atzilus, who ha'etz shel hasadeh malchus, is the tree of the field, which is Malchus. So the Tapuchin are of the Chakal. Chakal Tapuchin, so you have the Tapuchin, which are the Chagas, or the Netzachod, or Zah of the Chakal, which is Malchus. The Perish Bezor Parshas Balak, Tafresh Bez Amar Aleph, Ilana Rav Rava, V'Takif, you have this tree, this great tree and strong tree of that field, Baruch Hashem, that Hashem is blessed. You have a tree of the field. Da Samich al Ilan, da. This is relying on, or refers to this tree, Dishtamoda Lahai Sadir, Sadet Tadir, Ad Ganashono, which is known to that field, Asher Baruch Hashem, so that field continuously, meaning to say, you have this tree which is which goes to the sadeh, gives a hashpah to the sadeh. Yichud like Tishtamuda, I guess das. V'kachu perish Sadeh Tapuchim, and that's the explanation of Sadeh Tapuchim. Shebechinas Sadeh Asher Berchu Havaya, that the field that Hashem has blessed, Nismeches al Bechinas Tapuchim, relies upon or dependent upon the apples, Shehem Chagas, which refers to Chazak Vora Tiferes. V'hu inin Ya'ir Hashem Panav Elecha, And that's the concept of Hashem should shine His countenance towards you. Maybe because it's a concept of Baruch Hu Havaya. I'm not sure why. Or the connection between that and Yar Hashem. Look what's brought in the explanation of Maseh, the third Mamer, which is this is a concept of revelation of MS Hashem to the world. The MS Hashem being Tiferes of Zah to the Olam, to Malchus. Corresponding with this concept of the tree in the field, or the fruit. Ohr Hatorah Sif Lamadalid Kasav Zelashono Chakal Keneged Nihi. And in Ohr it says that this field corresponds with Nihi, Shiur Komas Malchus, which is the measure of the standing of Malchus. Ukashinigdal Agamkin Keneged Chagas Nikrat Tefухin. And when it grows also, or that corresponding with Chagas, then Sadeh is also called Tefухin. So it's a Sadeh Tefухin. Keneged Chabad Nikra Kadishin, and corresponding with Chabad, it's called Kadishin. So there you have Nihi Chagas Chabad corresponding with Chakal Tefухin Kadishin. Nikra Chakal, and it's called the field Knizraim Banishamas Tzadikim, because the souls of the righteous are sown in it. Gezerah Hanizra B'Sadechulu, just like the seeds that are sown in a field. Adkan. So Malchus is the Knesset Israel, the fount of the souls of Israel. And on Shabbos, I guess, there's also this concept of the Neshama Yisera, the Neshamos that come down, like is known with the concept of Hashemayim Mesaprim Al Pi Zohar, and the neshamos that come from Chai Olamim and so forth. Hainu ki targum sadehu chakal, and that is because the translation of field is chakal. Ubaruch ata basadeh uvrich at bechakla, and then the translation of Baruch ata basadeh, that you are blessed in the field, is brichat bechakla, that uses the word chakla for basadeh, which means field. And so too, like the smell of the field that Hashem has blessed, Targum Kireach Chakla. The translation is like the feel, like the smell of the chakla. And Rashi explains that this is the apple orchard. So there you have the chakla, straight out from Chumash. It refers to the apple orchard. So why does Rashi say that this refers to the apple orchards? Because it says that, like the smell of the field. So it's not just a field, but it's a field with a smell. And the apple has a smell, or the Etzrog, which is sometimes refers to the Tefוח, sometimes is brought as referring to the Etzrog. But nonetheless, Sadeh has two aspects. Sadeh halavan v'sadeh ha'ilan. There's a white field of wheat, and there's a field of trees, fruit trees. V'sadeh ha'ilan zehu v'adai b'china gavoy yoser m'sadeh ha'alavan. And this field of trees is certainly higher than the field of the white field of grain. Kana, like we said before, like that the man is a tree of the field. How much more so a field of apples. Valkol panim. Lechin b'mali Shabbat anikres chakal tefufin kadishin. That's why on the eve of Shabbos, on the night of Shabbos, it's called the field of the holy apples. Because that's when is sown and drawn into Malchus the souls of the righteous, Shinikraim Tapuchim, that they're called the apples, Chagas, like the Avos, the Fishish Bim Tamvereach, just like the Esrog, which has both a taste and a smell, Shu Torah Mitzvos Chulu, which is Torah Mitzvos. Ein b'midrash Rabba Parshas Emor Sof Parsha Lamed b'inyan Pri Yitzadar. Look what's brought midrash Emor b'inyan the fruit of the beautiful tree, or the beautiful fruit of the tree. Esrog zeh yesh potam v'reach, that the esrog has both a taste and a smell. Kach Yisrael yesh behem b'nei adam sheyesh behem Torah mitzvos chulu. So too in Israel you have people that have Torah and mitzvos and so forth. And on Friday night, you have the mitzvah of zivug, of Talmidei Chachamim, to draw down neshamos tzadikim. It's for the same reason, that's when the neshamos tzadikim are drawn down into chakal tefufin kadishin, into malchus, the feminine aspect. And according to the Targum in Shir Hashirim, on the verse like a tapuach that refers to the esrog, and so forth. Tosfos test the Shabbos, Parsha Ches, Sof Amud Aleph, and look about this in Tosfos Shabbos. How the Tapuach refers to the Esrog. Tapuach Patzi Ayar, Vod Yesh Tam Shinekra Tapuchim, and there's another reason it's called Tapuchim. Just like this tapuach, that its flower grows before its leaves, Kach Yisrael Hikdimu Nasil Nishmachulu. So too, Yisrael prefaced, we will do, which corresponds with the flower, to we will listen, which corresponds with the leaves that guard, and so forth. So again, this concept of the Tefufin corresponds with the tzaddikim. So, if so, the explanation of what the Chakal Tefufin Kadishin means, the orchard of the holy apples, means that is sown into it the high neshamos al derech gibori koachos idvaro, similar to the idea of those strong of strength who do his words. Shikdimu nas lenishma. But that's the concept of osid varo, that they're strong because they prefaced we will do to we will listen. And that's the end of Daf Noach. Amud Aleph. Kitzer Aleph. Merga. So we have a Kitzer of the Haggah, Kitzer Gimel, which is a Kitzer, a third Kitzer in Chakal Tefufin Kadishin, the concept of the orchard of the holy apples, Ketapuach Sakadosh Baruch Hu, that Tapuach refers to the Holy One, blessed be He. Kam Netzach v'Hod Nikraot Tefufin. Also Netzach and Hod are called Tefufin v'Chin Neshamos Nikrao Kain. So the souls are called Tefufin al Shem Sheish Bim Tam V'Reach, because they have taste and smell like the Esrog. Vain Sham Shikti Munas Lenishma. Gal Shem Shikti Munas Lenishma Nikra Chakal. And the fact that they prefaced, we will listen, they're called the field, shuneged nihi, which corresponds with the nesachod yisod, like he brought from the Me'ori Or, that chakal is nihi, tefufin is chagas, and Kadishin is Chabad, so chakal corresponds with nihi, therefore we are called the field, specifically, neshamos are called the field, because the field corresponds with nihi, which is a concept of maisa, of doing, that we preface nasal and nishma. Tefufin kishinigdelis neged chagas, and we're called the apples when it's grown, corresponding with chagas, Kadishin kishinigdelis neged chabad, and we're called holy when corresponding with Chabad. Ubeleil Shabbos nizraim ba neshamos hatzadikim, and on the night of Shabbos is sown into the field the souls of the righteous, which is the flow from the river that comes out of Eden.